A fan did Kid Cudi dirty. What's up, word? Your boy Charles Brown back again talking facts. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Keep sending those cash outs to CLBMG. Join that membership. And are you buying that merch down below? Gang, listen. Hit them affiliate links. Support the channel. I never was a big Kid Cudi fan, but I never not liked him. I never had a dislike for Kid Cudi. As far as entertainers go or influencers or a combination of the two, I always found Kid Cudi to be quite pleasant. I never had a problem with him. I never was one of these people that thought Kid Cudi was an asshole or a jerk. I'm sure he has his moments like everybody else where you guys can point at who are bigger or better fans or more proficient in the life of Kid Cudi and his journey through the music business. But I always found him to be okay. I always found him to be cool, calm, and collected. And I feel like a lot of stuff that gets thrown his way is unnecessary, right? You guys, you put him through the ringer, gang. I'm going to be honest. This whole thing with Diddy, when you found out with him and Diddy, when Diddy firebombed his car and then he had to go on the stand and tell the whole story. Some of you called him a snitch. I didn't understand that because I'm like, how are you snitching? First of all, he's a civilian. He has the right to tell his story. He's out there puffing 45 cigarettes an hour. He was so nervous about the whole ordeal, and then the prosecutors end up dropping that charge, and the testimony meant nothing. It's almost like a cruel joke. But I have spoken on Kid Cudi before, and I do think he is a good enough actor. I liked him in Westworld and a couple other things I saw him in. It's not a full-on in your face. It's always understated. He pops up on the screen out of nowhere. You don't go into it looking for him, but he doesn't ruin things, right? He doesn't make movies worse. He doesn't make matters insufferable. I feel like Kid Cudi is just a decent human being trying to do the right thing, right? I went to his page just to brush up on him. I saw that he got married. Congratulations on that one. Beautiful bride, this, that, and the third. But at the end of the day, I feel like Kid Cudi is a victim of his own success, because when you go that high, especially when you riding Kanye's, not his coattails, but you're as on his level. Right? A lot of you guys still say that the Kids See Ghosts, I believe that's the album with him and Kanye. A lot of you, I can't confirm or deny, but you say it's a classic. I'm just going to be honest. I've seen the discourse over the years, and nothing will get discourse kicking up quicker than trying to say that Kids See Ghosts, Kid Cudi and Kanye album is not a classic. I could start up something right now. I could do a social experiment right now on Twitter and kick that up, and you guys will start coming out half with, half without. And it'll be just like his fucking 10 years ago, right? But end of the day, Kid Cudi has some very fierce fans, and some people are meaner than others, and some people look at things with a broad brush, right? They don't see that Kid Cudi's doing 2, 3, 4 projects a year with his acting. They don't see that he still drops music constantly. They don't see that he's taking a stand to not try to kowtow and do what a lot of other guys do, try to appease Kanye, make up with Ye, bend to Kanye's will as long as they can just to stay in good favor and good grace with him. Kid Cudi has been his own man for years. He has not bended or folded and try to stroke Ye's ego. I think it was last year he said he's all set. May have been a year or two ago. He said him and Kanye, they're done. His relationship with Kanye is over. Don't ask him about him no more. He's all set. So Kid Cudi has been his own man for a while, and I respected that. And I think I read about him. He was about to do another project, and this one was going to be extremely different than what you're used to, this, that, and the third. And I wish the man the best. I have no ill will about Kid Cudi in the slightest. I don't listen to his music, not my cup of tea. But as an artist, he does what he does and he gets his numbers. Yes, the numbers are declining, but that's anybody. You can't stay hot in this game forever. And Kid Cudi, no different, is of a certain age where your music is not going to be as impactful as it was 16 years ago when he dropped Day and Night, this, that, and the third, however long ago it was, right? But at the end of the day, he's still a man. He's still out here. He still got his feelings. He got emotions, and he still feels relevant in his space. That's what a lot of artists don't understand. Get in your lane. Get in your space. If you can tour and you can make people come and fill out those venues and put butts in those seats, right? And still get people to click on your content and this, that, and the third, then that's your lane. But a lot of artists don't understand that, so they do too much and they even lose the lane that they already have because they try to jump all over the place and get in everybody else's lane and do features that with people they don't like and do music that they really don't want to do, and they try to cater to kids, and that's where they go wrong. Kid Cudi seems to understand his lane, right? Just like homeboy, I believe Ron Browse. Ron Browse never tried to be in someone else's lane. He understood. Do this, do that, get my fan base, put my newsletters together, do my tours, give people my phone number, make a solid block of fans who are willing and able and desire to see me, and stop worrying about everybody else who's not. So it seemed like Kid Cudi has the same mind frame, and a lot of you respect that. But some of you guys, you're not in the business, so you don't understand everything can't be hot and everything can't be cold. It evens out. Right? But you guys use this word washed. You love that word washed. You throw it out there at the slightest chance, and someone mentioned Kid Cudi and said he's washed beyond repair. Now, that's a tough stance, knowing that Kid Cudi still has millions of followers, right? Still puts out music, still has, I went to his IMDb, he has several upcoming projects, so he still make money from acting. I see him in Paris with his wife, he's still moving around, right? He's still doing shows, he's still touring, he's still able to do features. So washed by what metric, right? I want to read this article and have a conversation, but you guys throw this word washed around. It's funny, it's a funny ass word, ha ha, I laugh at it. It's hilarious to call somebody washed. He called him washed beyond repair. And some of you fans, some of you just mean, gang. I'm just going to be honest. Let me read this article. We're going to talk about why y'all did him so dirty, and is he really washed? Kid Cudi defends himself. You got the man defending himself. Defending himself against a fan claiming he's, quote, washed beyond repair, by Gabriel Brosnaveres for HotNewHipHop.com. Kid Cudi has always dealt with fan criticism over his artistic moves, whether it's relating to his music or endeavors in film and fashion. Kid Cudi is getting ready for his Rebel Ragers tour. See, he's touring, gang. I don't know how you calling him washed, gang. He's out here moving. His Rebel Ragers tour, and fans are very excited to see him and his special guests on the road. However, not everyone in his fan base is feeling the same way. Cudi recently clapped back at a fan, or seemingly former fan, who has some harsh words about his more recent artistic moves in his career. Still, the Twitter user he snapped at was not entirely disrespectful. Quote, I respect how Kid Cudi is now washed beyond repair, but still shows up and puts out music. I'll never listen to his latest garbage, but I respect it. End quote, the fan wrote, as caught by XXL on Instagram. How is that not entirely disrespectful? I'm going to say that's all the way disrespectful. He started it out, it's what you call a backhanded compliment. Started it out, I respect how Kid Cudi is now washed beyond repair. What's good about this, though? What we doing, gang? I respect how Kid Cudi is now washed beyond repair, but still shows up and puts out music. That's a backhanded compliment, like, stop doing the music. He said it like, you're doing it in spite of being trash. Let me continue. It's so random, gang. I'll never listen to his latest garbage, but I respect it. No, you don't. You don't respect this, dog. So Kid Cudi responded, ha ha ha, man. Fuck you, dude. I'm the illest nigga. The Cleveland artist responded in a sense-deleted quote tweet. No one in this industry can do what I do. Ugly, hating motherfuckers like you been on my dick for years, and I'm still here. You gotta learn, bro. I ain't never give a F about what a troll like you has to say. You N-words ain't stopping nothing. I'm so washed, but you just got a tweet about me. Now a bum ass, watch me shine. Tour next week. Get ticks. End quote. Kid Cudi clap back. Sometimes you just want to tell these niggas, man, I'm just going to be honest. Sometimes they get under your skin. I'm going to be honest, gang. I be putting shit up, and I'll delete it later, too. Because sometimes they get you, gang. You be like, you mother, every now and then, right? They'll say some slick shit that be completely disrespectful. It ain't even backhanded. This shit backhanded, forward-handed, and everything else. Let me continue, man. This follows the release of Kid Cudi's Have You Been to Heaven at Night EP. Many fans liked it, but others were clearly not so impressed. We'll see if he returns fire at more critics online soon, or if he keeps it quiet for the Rebel Ragers tour. Cudi's upcoming Rebel Rages tour will host special guests MIA, Big Boy, A-Track, Dr. Genius, and Me and You across North America. It will run from April 28th to June 27th, starting in Phoenix and wrapping up in Cali. It will most likely run through not just Halos on Angels artist music, but also the many beloved classics under his belt. Kid Cudi's extracurricular career moves in film, fashion, and beyond haven't dampened his musical ambitions. Not everyone's a fan of his recent music, but as he mentioned in his tweet, criticism will never go away. So Cudi continues to push through and attempt to prove his detractors wrong. Now, if I can put bodies in them seats, if I can put together and manage a tour that goes the distance from from April to June, and my featured acts are all paid, everybody's happy, I get a full room every night I go out there, I can stage dive without hitting the ground, guess what? I'm happy. I don't need everybody on Twitter to say he's number one or he's super great. If I can amass a body of work that people want to come out, pay good, hard-earned money, because the economy is all effed up. They're going to pay money to come see me, then I don't care what you trolls saying. Get the tickets at the next show. I'm going to leave it at this, man. Salute to Kid Cudi, standing on business. I respect him clapping back at this fan. I have no problem with it. Delete it. At least he didn't go full on Cardi B and sit there and clash with the motherfucker and just go nonstop with the fan for 2 hours and just clap back at 28 fans in the same night. Like, at least he didn't do that. So state your case. It edged him out a little bit. He's sitting home minding his business, smoking or whatever, and he saw this shit. He choked on it, and he saw it. He had to respond, but he responded in a classy way, and he said what he had to say. I don't know if it's classy, just to say he could have been more. He could have been more vicious, right? And he wasn't. He told dude, "F you," kept it pushing. So listen, I'm going to leave it at this. I don't know nothing bad about Kid Cudi. You guys probably know more than I do. He probably did this, that, and the third. But at the end of the day, I don't know. So I'm going to leave it at this. Kid Cudi, to me, seemed like a good guy as far as I know, right? Good actor, good rapper. Not my kind of rapper, but he's somebody's kind of rapper, okay? I'm not saying he's bad or good. I just don't listen to that kind of rap. All right, it is what it is. I'm not saying it's bad or good. I just need to do more research on Kid Cudi, okay? All right, that's it, man. Salute to Kid Cudi, man. Live your life. I'm proud of you, right? I'm proud of you doing what you do and being who you are, all right? That's it. End of the story. End of the rant, all right? I'm out of here, man. CLBMG. Head on over to black-yeti.com. Let them know who sent you. They ship all over the continental U.S. Also, every Wednesday night, we go live on the What Show. Me, TJ, and Fliz. Tap in about 9:15, 9:30 on all my social media platforms. And Patreon. My Patreon's up and running. I'm posting on that thing daily. I got a lot more exclusive videos. I'll probably be, by the end of next week, probably be 7, 8, 9 more exclusive videos that I'm going to add to that site. So lock in, tap in, become a member over there, all right? And one more thing. We got the Peanut Butter Tim's music video. That's on my channel. Lock in, get in the comments. Let me know what you think. That's off the web project. That's on all streaming platforms, all right? I'm out of here, man. I'm going to catch y'all on that flip side. Peace.
Look, mission impossible to drop a few lines without dropping old times when Southern Hill was still a gold mine. When pistol grips was my shit and I sold mine. When Alias was not a show and they told mine. Elevate your mind with high quality THC infused products. BlackYeti.com. Black-Yeti.com.
CLB.
Get my coat, get my sheepskin, grab my wallet, get my pocket knife, and get that hat right there, we out. Grab my pocket knife too, let's go. When I first came to the city, niggas didn't believe me. I just wanted to join a team and throw assist pass easily. 6 man off the bench, alley-oop pass freely. Suit up for one game and hope a scout might see me. But nah, niggas is greedy, wasn't rocking with him. Unplugged the scoreboard, put a lock on the gym. Told me to power forward, point guard at the rim. And left me with no center and a ball full of phlegm. Not knowing that I'm a dog, a Rottweiler within. With the heart of a pit bull that don't bark for pretend. My bites cut deep, break the bone and the skin. With the level of hustlenomics you do not comprehend. So first, I took a block down on the west side end, and then secured a spot with some goons and some kin, and then sent out some flyers, let the games begin. And in 6 months' time, the city like that's him. Oh yeah, he the one that moved the hustle to the burbs, and yeah, he the one that knocked the hustlers off the curb, and yeah, he the one that set up shop without a word, and he the one that got it cracking, and all he did was rapping by the Hooters. I kept killers from being shooters. Put a mic in a thug's hand, now he loyal like Pence fans. Take a man off the streets past the needles and crack cans. Promise mama to keep him safe, then put some food in his face, and he'll kill for you. But I don't need him for that. Click like, click share. Tell them bitches we back. Share the whole location. Tell them niggas where we at. Cause we out here and we ain't the cheese, we the trap.